I was like, then it shows a screenshot of fucking pixelated Minecraft sex mod.
So she was like, there's like also that video too, where like video too. It's like a whole like a
Yeah.
montage, it's like just like rhyming like random sentences.
Did you know him well?
Mining away. I don't know what to say. No. Wait, no, Nani. Wait.
Okay.
Oh,
Fucking Christ.
started doing a line. I mean, don't mind that sentence. Mine.
The fucking shit.
Oh, I shot a Colossus. That's such a good
Notification. YouTube. Watch live now. Cooper Ryan. Don't play Siege at 3 a.m.
Oh my lord.
Don't play Siege at 3 a.m. Very spooky.
Dame tu cosita? Question mark, question mark. Oh god.
I'm gonna look up this Daddy Shark because I fucking heard it today.
Burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up. Daddy
Shark.
Baby shark.
Dun 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 dun.
You dab.
Oh god.
By the way, I'm just gonna like Victor, you can't just not talk about how I was dominating fucking Siege earlier with Roman Pachenka.
Oh god. You disrespected the fuck out of people.
This is like on border, right? The place where I was at, basically it was the door that leads to the outside. I just like set my turret right there because I'm like someone's gonna come through there, and I just see the barricade being meleeed. I'm like, bitch, you came to the wrong hood.
CJ. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking All Might. God. That's my, you know what I'm saying?
All Might is best, Dad.
Please adopt me, Dad.
All my best wife. Wait a minute, no.
All Might is just basically Johnny Bravo. Can't change my mind.
Japanese Johnny Bravo.
I'm fucking seeing that meme. It's like Johnny Bravo, he's Phoenix, you know, it's like he's all buff and short. Like, oh, this is All Might, but we just missed it.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, mama.
I don't know how I watched the show as a kid, knowing there's like low-key sex jokes in it.
I mean, that's all fucking.
That's all. Yeah, that's all shows back then.
Now they're just safe for kids, and feminists will look upon them.
Whoa.
What?
I saw a green flash. Hold up. Bruh.
A green flash?
Yeah, I saw a green flash just happen. What the fuck?
Where?
Oh, aliens! The aliens coming. Starting up with
Thanos
central timers.
snapped his fingers.
Fucking, they're going for central timers. I'm in the future. I'm already prepared.
Thanos snapped his fingers. You're about to turn into
Hey,
dust.
Victor?
What?
Victor,
What?
I need you to go check Blitz and his uniform real quick.
Uh-huh.
And then go look to the uniform that says Felsen. It's a rare.
Like, dude, actually, I saw a fucking green flash.
Yes.
Like, what the?
Okay, spin him around and look at his back.
They're coming, boys.
Yes, and look at his back. And oh god,
Look
he
at his upper body compared to his lower body. Jesus fuck. That looks beefy as fuck.
That is so fucking weird, man.
Well, I mean,
It's just like you see a green flash and it's us, probably aliens.
Honest fucking weird. Like, probably tired, probably seen shit, but I could have swear. Oh, green that flash.
he's
Probably
the
like your eyes, like
only,
tripping around.
he's the only person that, the only GSG9 member that's fat.
Who?
Blitz is the only GSG9 that's fat. He's 2 armor. He used to be 3.
So, gotta go.
Now, question.
He said.
I can't wait for the equipment skin, not the elite skin. Can't wait for the elite skin to finally drop.
When is it dropping? It's dropping in a little bit, ain't it?
Well, apparently they delayed it, so they're apparently it's gonna drop in like until the next DLC. So
Chris, check that out.
Salt.
What's up?
Like, look at his upper body compared to his lower body.
He didn't skip. He skipped leg day.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Beefy as
Yeah.
fuck, man.
When you skip leg, okay.
You wanna play that for me?
So Jimmy Coon, it looks like you want to bite of my croissant.
Oh my god, Jimmy Coon, please. I don't want to hear someone that ever again. Jimmy Coon. Fucking Danny Phantom Coon.
Danny Phantom Summer.
Fucking who actually be the guy Nickelodeon? That's the more important question.
I don't know.
Fucking probably like every old person, SpongeBob, like no.
SpongeBob.
I mean, you're not wrong, because SpongeBob does like technically have like quote quote on anime.
Oh god. I need that. I need part 3 to come out of that anime short.
The whole song's fucking weird.
Have you seen the fucking the little spider dude version of that?
I think I have actually. Literally, we're just going on YouTube, look at it right now, since we're on YouTube. My phone's at 5%. Oof. That ain't scary.
I ain't scared. I'm used to seeing grades like that.
Right. Okay, my mama didn't raise no bitch.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Okay, we take L's.
I'm gonna take this L nice and proud.
Me stems up, dog. Oh, where are we going?
Walk. I'm gonna go
Someone on
take the
Twitter said people really
DOG.
taking Red Dead Redemption too far. And there's a bit of a guy riding a horse. You know what?
Hey,
He's not on Twitter, it's on Instagram, the fucking meta. Take
let
tweets from Twitter, they post on Instagram.
let them cosplay.
Yo,
The biggest
god damn it.
crossover.
God damn
What?
it. So, dude, there's this thing on Reddit that says the perfect tattoo doesn't exist, and then it shows a picture of this guy getting the swastika,
Uh-huh.
but two of the pieces, like it's the swastika, but it has the hammer and the sickle from the Russian hammer and sickle from the flag.
Oh
Makes
god.
Hey, it's 4 a.m. Well, for me. Fucking central
Yeah.
timers.
Yeah, future.
4
Yeah,
a.m.
exactly.
A
Holy shit, holy fuck, I just guessed this fucking statue puzzle at 1 to 10. Oh god.
There were like 3 attempts to do that. I was like, oh, he needs to hold something.
Which puzzle? I actually did it on my first attempt.
The puzzle in the museum with Mary Jane, just like turn like the sculpture hair, some shit like that, to match with the photo. I think. or, like,
Oh,
mix
that
it
one,
up.
that one was easy. That was first try for me. I just kind of put shit together, and I was like, "Hey, man."
Hell yeah.
I mean, like most of the puzzles, I just like wait until like, the character's like, oh, this seems right, and then like, okay, he said it, so
That is, I mean, your characters would never lie.
right. Peter Parker would never lie.
Except when you did, and, you know.
Fucking, I hate Miles missions in the game, honestly, because like there's one that I really hated. Like it got to the point like I playing Spy. No, listen, it's not because it's not because he's like, he's not, wait, biracial. Yeah, he is biracial. He's not even fully black.
It's not because he's Puerto Rican. It's because of his black side.
Pretty much. Because everyone's just like, oh, he's a black character. And it's like, well, his mom. Like, but we just gonna ignore the mom.
Miles is supposed to be a white character. Which are you blind? Are you colorblind? You see that man's skin tone?
No, I thought he was orange. Wait a minute. But what I'll say, yeah, when you get to one part of the game, it's like Miles has to like run away from Rhino, 9-foot tall ass, fucking terrifying as shit too. But hey, have fun, don't die.
Ooh, I got it. Got this bitch cute.
Yo, so like this guy is fucking washing his car, right?
Uh-huh.
And like this girl is like fucking. I'm assuming it's like his girlfriend or his wife or some shit. But she's like nagging him and shit. And he gets tired, and he gets tired of that shit. Turns around with the power washer and just sprays her fucking down.
Would be a shame.
It would be a real shame.
Like it would be a shame if this was a chainsaw instead of a power hose. Basically, I do work. Let's get it. Yeah. After Dark Possessions. Well, hold on. Is this on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. You can put the fucking number 69 on the Twitter and you know what?
No, 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 no. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Where are you, bitch? Oh, don't tell me you're gonna get shot. Come on. I was about to get the puss.
Please.
Daddy, stop! Oh, we doing man-to-hand combat? Alright.
Yeehaw, brother.
Yeehaw, brother! You guys skills.
Dumb sick. Please.
Wow.
USA Doctor Kit includes stethoscope and bill for $98,000.
What the shit?
Captioned, well, it ain't wrong.
Honestly, like, Nani.
Alright, let's go, K-boy.
Dude, you cook one meal and nobody calls you a chef, but you suck one dick and all of a sudden you gave. What the fuck, bro?
I can relate.
God, the reality.
I mean, what?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
What?
Red Rover, Red Rover. What the fuck is? You know what?
Come on, let me keep up with a 42 combo. Got 45. Let's make it a 50. Come on, let's make it 50. Come on.
We're about to hit 52. What a coincidence.
No, I lost my combo. Aww.
Because that's how coincidences work.
You gotta learn the combo
Oh,
and the
God.
cheese.
I fucking hate this. There's a stand that has
I mean,
these
I
cracker boxes.
can't really 1v1 you Spider-Man unless I like share play, go to a hideout.
Sweet.
Nah, there's a thing that says a stand that has these cracker boxes. The name of the crackers are called entertaining crackers, and it's captioned. I've been standing here for 5 minutes and I have to disagree.
It's never happened for me. It's the whole last 15 minutes. I was just sleeping around like 12 midnight, but obviously that didn't happen.
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney. Hey, you okay? Sorry. Send the notes.
What the fuck is that?
Hey Victor,
What?
why do Jews have big noses?
Why?
Because air is free.
Please.
Alright, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna get off, honestly. I'm getting fucking tired.
Lightweight.
I'm for now, too much. My
Lightweight.
The Red Ranger's hours of lightweight.
no,
We still got like, we still, me and Victor got like 8 minutes, so we got this full hour of waiting.
I gotta work tomorrow, Chief. I gotta booskadoo.
Who's skidoo?
I got work tomorrow too.
I gotta be at work at 4:30 afternoon. Thank you at 4:30 morning. This is in the morning time. Like, I quit.
It'd be kind of hard.
No.
No, you.
Nah, chief, I'm not looking forward to these holidays. This last holiday, I had to work two 15-hour shifts back to back,
Oh
and then I had
god.
to do my regular schedule after that. So I was basically working fucking like a full 2 weeks without rest.
Oh
Jesus
god.
Christ. I got Thanksgiving off.
I don't, nah, I'm a fucking cook at Denny's. That's a specific fucking paper that stays up there for us to see throughout the whole fucking year that says no one is off holidays. Like legit, everybody's on the schedule for holidays, whether you're off or not.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking rigged.
Well, how that
Well,
was always like Halloween. Which is boring, but oh well. It's like, I'd rather work than be at home seeing kids in Fortnite costumes. Even though I did see a female son starting to question my sexuality. Just saying.
Ah.
Fucking all latex? Nani?
that the girl with daddy issues. Oh, bad.
You know, just like, oh.
Oh man, we have so much in common. I mean, what?
Just like to actually like say you like games, something just fucking names like an Xbox games. She fucking names fucking things smashes on the PS4 some shit.
God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes for a bit, then hopefully I die in my sleep.
Okay. Make sure you do it harder.
I know, right? I popped my neck in 2 places.
Oof.
Well, good night.
Okay.
Good night. Lightweight.
Okay, and then never she were.
Fucking lightweight.
Exactly. Alright.
Ooh, nigga, that's a motherfucking avalanche. Get the fuck away from that shit.
What? Alright.
Is your live stream still going?
It definitely still is. For some strange reason.
Just a, god damn it. Just just another normal day in Russia. Fucking polar bear getting off the subway.
Says normal day in Russia.
That's a fucking. Yeah, that sucks. Like I felt that on a fucking astral level. There was this guy sitting at a
Astral.
pub. Yeah, there was this guy sitting at a pub, and fucking picks up his pint of beer and the fucking the bottom part of the beer, the bottom part of the glass pint fucking comes off and all his beer just splashes down and he looks down at it like so disappointed. Just like, damn, chief.
Damn, chief.
They didn't have to do you like that. Alright, Rainbow. Just 2 more fucking minutes. You got 2 minutes to find us a match.
2 minutes.
We might have to restart the app.
Probably.
When's all the spooky shit gonna happen? Probably already happened with Chris seeing that green flash of light out of nowhere. Then again, I'm used to spooky shit, so I guess it wouldn't be considered spooky shit. Like, for fuck's sake, that was haunted for quite some time.
God.
Yeah, when I was little, and when I, I guess, was it last year? But I was having problems with sleeping, and it was, shit. It's turned into an actual podcast, but like, I was having trouble sleeping. Actually, is anybody fucking watching?
No, not yet. I don't
Not
know
yet.
why.
Don't keep waiting. I'll tell you that much. Wait, no, the timer's doing the thing. It just hit. It like hit quad zeros before the timer even ended.
Well, mine's still at 59:27.
What? I'm at 59:33.
Oh wait, no, it's regular now. Alright, we're about to hit 60. We're about to hit 60.
It
60.
goes past.
Oh, well then.
What?
Okay.
Last time they fucking disbanded us.
Well then, I guess it does go past.
We've been waiting more than a fucking hour.
We're gonna wait more than an hour now.
That's a screenshot of a lifetime. Nah, but I used to like have problems sleeping, like insomnia or some shit, whatever you call it. But yeah, it was all built because of fucking stress and shit, and and like it just so happened that like I would end up getting sleep paralysis, and at first time it happened I kind of freaked out because I'm like, wait, I can fucking see like 360, I can see fucking 360.
Oh God.
But I can't see my, I can't see my, like, it's not like I was seeing third person, but like I could see behind me. Just fucking odd. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it was just like that. I was there for like an hour or 2.
Okay.
And then I got up. But after a couple more times of getting sleep paralysis, I think like on the 3rd time, there was these fucking like tall ass bitch in a fucking doorway. Like had a dark raggedy fucking cloak on.
Oh God.
It was like hunched over, and it was like damn near the height of the fucking doorway while it was hunched over. And like it had like bony fucking hands, like bony fucking hands. Like old people hands, but like longer fingers.
Okay.
And then like really fucking like thin gray hairs that would like kind of that you could see out of the fucking hood itself.
Okay.
And yeah, like I just kept seeing that thing, and I'm like, okay. Like first time I was kind of spooked. Couple of times after that, I was just like, alright. Like I think on the third or second time, watch me sleep. If you can even call this sleeping.
Okay.
And on the fucking the fourth time, like I fucking woke up, but I couldn't move, and I was able to see 360, and I was like, oh great, sleep paralysis again.
Oh God.
I look behind me, and the fucking bitch is right there at my bedside.
Oh God.
So like, I see the face, and like, I don't think I've ever been more scared in my fucking life, cause like, it was like a fucking dark, not dark, fucking like a gray porcelain type of fucking. It looked like a gray porcelain mask, like
Uh-huh.
shit. How do I explain it? Mm, like she was definitely old. Like you could see the wrinkles and age and wear and
Oh.
tear on her face, but her skin was like it looked kind of shiny, like porcelain shiny,
Mhm.
like it wasn't made out of flesh, because it also had cracks running down it, like
Mhm.
actual like cracks. Nothing chipped off though, so it's what made it kind of weird. But she had like beady fucking black eyes, like no pupils, no other thing, just beady black eyes. That's it.
God.
And like on the eyelids, like you could see the veins, but the veins were black. Maybe
Okay.
that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't cracks. Maybe it was more like facial veins, but they looked like cracks because there were certain points where they originated from and kind of just traveled throughout. There was
Wait, what the
definitely
fuck?
some spotted tracks too.
Chris is on. Why the fuck is Chris on my live stream? Get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, it was that. It was kind of. But yeah, like you could see the wrinkles, but her skin looked like porcelain. It was fucking beady black eyes and that hair. It was like she was balding in certain spots, and it was so thin, like brittle thin.
Mhm.
Uh, damn bitch hurts too. Fucking raised her like she raised her palm at me, and it started making my fucking chest hurt, and it pushed me against the fucking wall of like well you seen how my room is, right?
Yes.
So basically it pushed me onto the wall back here where the window is, and if it wasn't for this little black piece that goes across the side of my bed,
Uh-huh.
I would have fucking broken that window.
Oh God.
That was some fucking force, and after she did that, I fucking woke up coughing. Like I was able to fucking move and shit, and I was just coughing. It was bad.
God.
Yeah, I was being haunted during my sleep paralysis. What makes it even creepier is that like I looked the shit up, and it turns out I'm not the only person that's seen a woman like that. Like
Oh
there's
God.
several fucking stories and fucking reports and shit of people seeing that same person with the same details I just described to you too.
Oh
Cause like
God.
I told my mom about it and shit. Uh, and yeah,
And
I told my mom
yeah.
about it, and like I looked it up later on, and I was like, "Alright, ma, so I'm used to creepy shit. Like I broke
You know
into a
what?
fucking
You know
abandoned
what,
hospital
Kukui?
that turned out I broke into an abandoned hospital that turned out to be in that turned out to have asylum, fucking like an insane asylum. We wonder it. 'Cause,
Mm.
like, apparently that hospital was a fucking insane asylum before. That was a hospital. And I heard a little girl cough, and then I heard several footsteps walking on the second floor and shit before we yeeted out. But that's a story for, like, later. But, like, I told her that, and, uh, then I told her that, like, I looked it up, and, like, other people have seen this exact same thing that I was describing, and she was spooked, and I'm like, yeah, but, I mean, she hasn't done anything besides fucking make my chest hurt and threw me against the fucking wall a bit. That's pretty much it.
Just as besides those motherfucking shits.
And this is actually after the whole abandoned hospital thing. And
Oh
she was saying that
God.
something could have followed me. And I'm like, but like, it had been, like, I was already, we were already out of school when this happened. And
Uh-huh.
the whole abandoned hospital thing happened while I was in school, like maybe second semester. Did it with Ricky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like, well, out of all times, why would it happen now? Uh, but yeah, I've even been haunted when I was a little kid before too. Like
God.
I would be pulled from under the covers and shit. My legs would be hanging over the bed, and I would wake up sometimes. Uh, First I just thought I moved around a lot when I slept, but one night I woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't go to sleep, and I was just suddenly pulled, and I just sat there because I was horrified. I was little, I was fucking horrified. I was like, something just
God.
fucking pulled me down.
Oh
I'm sitting
no.
there under the fucking blanket, hot ass breath every fucking way, my legs dangling, not
Oh
moving a
God.
fucking muscle. So I'm like, I'm so fucking horrified. I'm like, this is fine.
This is
This is
fine.
fine.
This is fine.
Yeah, that was that. Although I'm pretty sure it was like one of those playful ghost type of situation things. I can't really, I don't even, it was like hard to tell what kind of situation it was, cause like I would wake up with the TV on to the channel that I usually watch in the mornings,
Mm.
and my grandma would always tell me that it's not her that's doing that, and we're just kind of mid Mexico. We're just like, okay, it's ghosts, whatever.
It's ghost.
Yeah, I've had some pretty fucking like horrifying encounter. It just goes to show how much shit I've gone through to the point of where I'm just like orphans.
God damn it.
Cause yeah, I've been pulled from under the bed. I've been fucking uh, it was like faucets would turn on in front of me. I'd wake up to the TV being on. Uh, what
God.
else? There was this one time where we had this lake. Uh, it was further away from our little uh, ciudad, little town basically, like
Mm.
small little town. Like I'm keep in mind I stayed there till I was like 7 years old, so I'm like 5, maybe six
God.
years old, and I'm able to run around town like, and it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, like we're kids that age, and we're allowed to run around and shit like that. But there was this lake. I was a little, like maybe 10, 20 minutes far away from where I lived, and a friend of mine lived by over there. And what was cool, it was like the way the houses were.
Mm.
Like it was kind of like a hillside almost by the lake. There was a lake in the middle, and then houses surrounded the lake and stuff. A pretty good ways away from the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a couple like a 6 minute walking distance from the lake to the nearest house. Uh, and the houses would just keep going up towards the hillside. Uh, yeah, like it was at night. I remember because I was over at my friend's house doing homework and shit, and didn't realize that it was that dark. But I was like, okay. So I was on my way home, And say what the fuck what you want, but last time I checked, niggas that ride on horses need to have a head.
God damn.
So tell me why the fuck I'm looking at the opposite side of the lake as I'm walking and I see a nigga on a fucking horse without a fucking head
God.
going toward like where the houses stop, which is towards the entrance of where you come in to the houses and all of that, to the lake itself basically.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the houses stop when you get to a certain point and then it's just like straight like fucking not forest and thick woods but like pasture basically pasture that leads into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So like he goes through that shit and fucking like it just gone. I'm just like wait a fucking minute. Like I just kind of blamed that on overreactive like hyper imagination or something because I was little. Look back on that and I'm just like yeah, that definitely was not like an overactive imagination. Because usually when it comes to a case like that, your mind tends to add fucking details to it that weren't actually something that you originally remember. But nah, this shit is like engraved in specific detail.
Oh God.
Like for specifics, coming into the lake to where all the houses are, my friend's house is on the right, four houses down, five up. Five, three? Three up.
Mm-hmm.
And the incline of the hill isn't that steep. That was also the fated lake of the Llorona or some shit where like people would say you can't go there at night and like piss in the lake because the Llorona will pop out at you and like it's kind of nasty. She pops out at the place where you're pissing. The fuck?
You.
Yeah. The lake itself was pretty big, quite deep actually.
God.
I've seen some shit, my guy.
You've seen some I can tell.
And like over like where I live to the left, when you step out, you look up like in the far distance there's these mountain tops and shit. And that's where they say that witches live up there and shit, like a witch hut or something that you see. And on full moons, you can see them leaving there, like 12 o'clock, dead ass 12 o'clock. You can see them leave on their fucking brooms and shit. And I
God.
remember seeing it, like I remember seeing that a fucking speck flying off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking dip,
Yeet.
I'm gonna dip inside the house real quick.
Yeet back
And
into the
it was
house.
yeah, it was said like my grandma would tell me those stories and shit. And actually, she told me that story, and that's why like I tried. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna see if this is true. So that was the day that I like stayed up 12 o'clock, looked out there in that specific general direction, and I saw a speck moving around in the air, unnaturally at that. And my grandma would tell me that on those the full moons and shit that they would fly out, and that if you woke up with a moretón, which is
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily a bruise, but it's a fucking hickey basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a hickey. If you woke with one of those up on like on your arm, the left one specifically, left forearm, bottom side, around like an inch or two above the crease of your elbow.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sign that one of the witches left that on you as a fucking curse mark type of thing basically. And you would
God.
just like curse with bad luck. And guess what the fuck I woke up with the day after? A motherfucking moretón. I told my grandma about it, and she was like, "You stayed up at night and and fucking watched that shit, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do you know?" She's like, "That's the only fucking way you're gonna get me." I was like, "God damn it!"
God damn it. My plans have been foiled.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember something like
I'm
that.
being honest, like out of all things that I could have seen in Mexico, a fucking like the chupacabra is the one thing that I actually wanted to see and hoped that I would see, and it's one of the only things that I didn't see.
When you go to Mexico, you don't see a chupacabra, so you can chupa your cabra. Whack.
Mm. Goat sucker. Goats are no longer safe during no November. Nah, what else was there? There was this giant. I can't remember the fucking specifics of the story on this one. So like, I never really say it much because it's like this is one of the ones that I fucking blame on like overactive imagination.
Mhm.
But basically, it's like there were these birds that my grandpa would talk to, like tell us about that during a fucking specific, what was it, a festival, not Dia de los Muertos, but it was another festival. There was like a festival that like you would participate in, do certain little games and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and it would bring good luck to you and good prosper and shit like that.
Mhm.
And that during that festival, uh, around that time is when bats would be around, and they were more active and shit. And if you got like bit by a bat or like just basically like surrounded or scratched by a bat, that was bad luck.
Okay.
And like normally these big birds, like bigger than a fucking bald eagle type shit,
Mhm.
like not thunderbird big, but pretty out of the normal big.
Mhm.
Like they would be around, stick in the shadows during the nights, just like basically protect y'all from the shit.
Okay.
When the bats are most active at night, so
Uh-huh.
they would be active at night, basically protecting you from bats. So it's mainly why as I got older, I was like probably just a bat's natural predator or some shit. It's active at night with bats because it eats us or some shit like that. But yeah, uh, I remember we were in the patio and we kept hearing these bats squeaking at one point, and then like it sounded like they they, what can I say, like the squeaking that they were making
Mhm.
throughout the time that we were hearing them.
Mhm.
At one point they squeaked, but like in urgency, like it sounded different from the regular squeaks that they made.
Oh God.
And like hearing them squeak, we ended up like going back indoors, and we had the like indoors into the patio with we had the patio with the screen door and the barred windows without without the glass, so it was just like bars right there in the window, so nothing would come in.
Mhm.
So we could still hear the bat squeak while we were in there, but we were safe from the bats.
Mhm.
And we heard the bats like squeak up normally, and then they just stopped. So we go out there to check what it was, cause I'm thinking fucking my fucking dog that I had at the time, his name was Snoopy. But then like as I'm walking out, I'm like, he would have fucking barked at them. And like, fuck me. I got back inside the house because I was like, that's something unknown. I don't like the unknown. And I was young. I was fucking stupid. I was like, my dog probably scared him away. Wait, my dog would usually have to bark at them to scare them away. The fuck?
Mm.
And my dog is in the backyard for crying fucking out loud. This is the patio we're talking about. Ah, fucking stupid, bro. But yeah, like as I'm going back in, fucking like a feather drops, and I picked it up because I was like, hey, the feather's pretty fucking cool. Cause I remember back then, fuck, what was it? Was it Harry Potter? No, it was something else. It was a novella,
Mhm.
and they had like the guy was writing a letter with a feather,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought that was pretty fucking cool, like writing shit with a feather pen. Like I actually found that pretty amusing.
Hey, me
So
too.
I picked it up because I was like that's a fucking nice ass little feather right there.
I'm gonna use it
So I
for
picked it
writing.
up. Yeah, I picked it up and I showed it to my grandma, and she told me to drop it because you know the avian flu or some shit like that. She basically telling me that it would get me sick if I messed around with birds and feathers and stuff.
Mhm.
And then she looked at the feather and it was pretty fucking big. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I know, right? And that was when my fucking grandpa was telling me about the story about the fucking overgrown birds and shit that protect us during this time. Mm, that was good shit. Definitely good shit.
Good shit. Good spooky shit.
Yeah. But I never really believed the one about the birds much because overactive imagination. Like I can safely say I'm pretty sure I over-imagined that one.
Mm, I mean, I've seen some shit, but you know, that one was definitely fake.
Mhm. Oh, nah, dude, like, uh, Ricky's dad, he was talking to us about the hospital. It's like they stay right next to it.
Hmm.
And he was telling us that one time he was just sitting out there in the front porch, and he looked up at the roof of the building, and there was these three like dark figures that were like up there, and it looked like they were staring down at him.
Hmm.
So he like yelled out, "Hey, everything all right?" You know, just like trying to fucking figure shit out. And they didn't do nothing. They didn't look like they were moving. They were just staring. And then after a couple more minutes of them just staring, they just backed away.
Oh god.
Yeah. So of course, me and Ricky that same day we fucking went to check it out and shit.
White people.
Ricky had gone there before.
Rev
Yeah.
up those
Like
fryers.
actually that like originally we were talking about it. I was telling him how I was skating and stuff, and I came by and Ricky was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's like right next to where I stay." I was like, "Hey," he's like, "You want to go explore and shit?" I was like, "Fine, yeah, you can bet." And then his dad told us the story, and then after that we were more hyped to go down there again
Oh god.
because Ricky had already gone down there before, like just checked out the place. Uh, the basement door was the one that was open. So we were going through there, and you know, we found out that it's actually like the first couple of levels of that basement is where they train the Dallas SWAT, because there's a bunch of like there's ammo casings in one. There's notepads in some of the desks that have like some weird data shit written on them.
Hmm.
There's points on the wall that are marked with like X pieces of tape crossed in an X marked on the wall that say data on them. And there's like stacks of like fresh doors, new doors. There we go. Fresh doors. The fuck.
Hmm.
That door
Fresh
looking
door.
kind of fresh. Yeah, but like yeah, there's new doors and stuff there. Some of them are broken. Shit like that during the first couple levels. Some
Hmm.
obviously there's like there was this makeshift bed. There was dried blood on some of the floors near the makeshift bed and stuff. Homeless people stay there. Williams chicken boxes and chicken bones and shit. That type of stuff. But as you get deeper in there, shit gets kind of spooky.
Oh
Cause
god.
there was fucking white padded rooms that they had down there. There was a nutrients locker that had like 6 fucking locks on this big ass metal door. And it was like the nutrient facility thing.
God.
And there was this one wall that had like biohazard containers stacked on top of each other. Like the red containers with the fucking biohazard logo.
Oh god.
Just like stacked, and like I gave a little like knock to one of them to see if they were empty. They're definitely not empty.
Mm.
Oh god. Damn, there was a lot of shit like that, and eventually we kept going down deeper and deeper, and we got to this one room that had a hole in the wall,
Mhm.
and like automatically, like, me and Ricky, we didn't have a problem like going forward through any other areas and stuff, like checking out other rooms and things like that. Like we didn't have a fucking problem. Like, hey, this room looking kind of fucking creepy. Fuck it, let's go.
Let's
No
go.
second, no second thought. But when we got the hole in the wall, me and Ricky both fucking stopped and were like, we looked at each other like, I don't know about this.
I don't know about this, but I think we should turn back and ignore this. No, ignore this particular
Like,
part.
me and Ricky were like trying to hype each other up to go through, and I was like, it's like, you to go, Chief? He's like, hell yeah. Like, alright, let's go. And like we're sitting there for like a good little minute, hyping each other up. Like, alright, we gonna do it. Alright, yeah, bet. We gonna do it. Alright, hell yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna explore the shit out of that hole. Alright, man, Chief, I can't wait to go through the hole. But like, as we're gonna take a step forward, we both fucking like we were whispering to each other down there, and we hear like a cough, like a little girl's cough, and it was more audible than us whispering to each other.
Oh
And
god.
we both stopped. We looked at each other, and our eyes went wide. Then we looked at the hole in the wall, and we looked at each other for confirmation. I was like, "You heard that?" And Rick was like, "Yeah." It sounded like a. And as he mimicked the cough, he coughed again. And then I looked at him and was like, back upstairs? You like back upstairs? We moved so fucking fast back upstairs, dude. Oh my god. We got out to the parking lot and we were like, dude, what the fuck was that?
Mm.
Actually, believe it or not, I fucking videoed, was it videotaped? Yeah, I videoed it all. Like, I put it on my fucking channel, but like, gotta have some good ass fucking earphones to like hear us whispering and shit.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, there was that happened, and then I stopped the recording, and we were we decided to go into the second floor because the first floor was all boarded up.
Mhm.
So what we did was we got on top of this like the little roof part for the door that leads into the basement.
Mhm.
We got on top of that, and then we walked across some pipes that led to another little platform rooftop thing that would give us some kind of that they had air conditioning units on top of that,
Mhm.
and we could stand on top of those to get into the window that was open for the second floor. So we had to walk over the pipes, get on that other area, hop on the air conditioning unit, and leap into the second floor. And as we both get in there, we start hearing fucking things walking, or like we start hearing like somebody else is walking around. Cause like there was glass, gravel and stuff all over.
Mhm.
We keep hearing crunching and crunching and crunching, like somebody's walking around. And then the blinds start moving. And keep in mind,
Mhm.
the only blinds that are there are the ones on the windows that haven't been broken. So Like regardless if there's like if there's blinds on the ones that are actually broken, we can understand the wind moving them. There was definitely no wind when we were standing out there. Even then, I don't think wind can move the fucking doors to the point where they open and close and like creak open more while the footsteps get closer to us. Like the fucking footsteps kept getting closer to us. Like I didn't even get a chance to fucking hit record. It was getting like the footsteps were getting closer to us. They like we heard the crunching more audible. There were doors creaking open, some shutting. The blinds kept on moving and stuff, adding to the fucking creep factor. It's just like we fucking dipped out of there like super quick. We jumped off of the fucking first roof access and onto the fucking parking lot automatically. Basically jumped off the fucking second floor onto the like down to the ground because that's how much adrenaline we were on. We said fuck it and yeeted. Damn, it was so fucking bad.
Jesus.
Yeah. Ricky was talking about like how he he had gone down there before and he had gotten a blood vial that was down there, like a little test tube thing with blood in it. Yeah, he got one of those. He got a lock, a shell casing from some of the ammunition that was down there. Yeah, and he was talking about that stuff, and then we were like, as soon as we got in there into the second floor, we started hearing shit. I was just like, God damn.
God damn it.
Good ass fucking time though. But like I grabbed something too, right? I forgot what it was. It was a binder clip. Like I grabbed a binder clip as a souvenir.
A binding.
And yeah, like it was just one of the more important things interesting things that I saw there that I could film as a little thing. But like I was on my way home and I was skating there. It was already dark and shit. So as I'm skating home, passing by the hospital for like the last time before I get away from it, and then I look at the binder clip in my hand, and I just felt something wasn't right about it, so I just fucking threw it like over the fucking fence. I was like, fuck that shit, and then I wiped my hands, and like as soon as I threw it, and then got away from the hospital, I felt like this weird ass pressure that was on my chest was just like lifted, and it's like I could breathe normally. I didn't even realize that I was breathing like radically, fucking irregularly.
God.
Like I was damn near damn near hyperventilating in fear, staring at a binder clip. That's how retarded that is. My fucking natural instincts were telling me to be afraid of a binder clip I found in a haunted abandoned hospital.
God.
Think about that shit. The fucking binder clip, chief. Oh god. I don't think there was ever a more sense of relief that I felt than when I threw that binder clip away.
God damn it. God damn binder
Your boy's been
clips.
through some shit. There was even a time when I was in his apartment. It was long. A long ass time before we even moved into an actual house. But we stayed with, it was me, my mom, my little sister, and what my mom's friends that were staying as roommates. And well, My mom had the master bedroom, and she was paying most of the bills.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I remember we shared a bed with her too. Uh, it was one night when I got woken up in the middle of the night to the sound of something rummaging around the room. But like usually, you can hear the like if you hear somebody rummaging through stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell where they're like at what height they're rummaging at, because like
Mm-hmm.
you can hear somebody moving around stuff on top of the desk or hearing somebody like opening drawers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that was being rummaged through was below hip height.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. So like if I was like, and the foot, you could hear footsteps because this was a fucking hardwood floor. Whether you're barefoot or on socks or shoes, you're gonna hear footsteps, especially because that room was always like super creaky.
God.
But guess what?
What?
Not a single fucking sound was being made as whatever this thing was like going through all the drawers and shit. And yeah, I remember the dresser that was on the side of the left side of the bed where I stayed at was it had my mom's makeup and stuff was, and like I just I was like something was telling me to be fucking like don't fucking move or look at it or just fuck up, stay there and pretend like you're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what the fuck I did. After a while I went to sleep and I woke up and sure enough, to my fucking displeasure, everything that was rummaged through
Mm-hmm.
was the bottom drawers, the middle drawers, and nothing else. Like, it was like they couldn't reach the top drawers and shit. And I couldn't even blame it on the roommates or anything, because one, those were my mom's good friends. And two, if they wanted to steal something, they would have gone through the top drawers, which had all the jewelry and shit. The bottom drawers, nothing but clothes and some papers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But basically all the valuable shit was either on top of the drawers, I mean on top of the dresser or on the top drawers. And for some fucking reason my body was telling me to not look at whatever the fuck was making all that noise.
God.
Especially coped with the fact that I couldn't hear the footsteps going through. All I heard was like a little like a fucking, you couldn't hear the floor creak under the pressure of the feet. Like if the person was heavier.
Mm-hmm.
But you could hear like a pitter patter of like claws. Like usually like when a dog runs on a wood floor
Mm-hmm.
and you hear that pit pat
Mm-hmm.
that they make, you could basically hear that, but like only 2 feet.
God.
Just like how you can distinguish a horse like by the four trots that mates, and as well as a dog running through the house because of the four trots, the pitter patter that leaves on the wood.
Mm-hmm.
I could distinguish that this thing was on 2 fucking legs and had claws.
God.
I, and as far as I know, the way I live, I listen to my instincts, and my instincts were telling me, don't fucking move.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I was fucking scared for some unknown fucking reason. Unnatural as reason. Don't even know how to explain it. It's just one of those moments where where like you have no choice but to listen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten used to paranormal shit like that.
God.
On the anniversary of my great grandma's death, uh, me and my mom were talking, and we were in the. It was actually in this house that we're in right now. We
Mhm.
were talking, and I was sitting at the bar that we have, and she was sitting at the dining table, and we were just talking and stuff, and all of a sudden the faucet turns on, like completely turns on, like not like they creaked open the fucking knob a little bit, like it was completely open. And me and my mom looked at each other weird and shit, and then she like randomly out of nowhere she was like, yeah, I didn't forget, ma. Basically, like she like it was the anniversary of my great grandma's death, and usually we like that's Mexicans, we set something out for them, like bread
Mhm.
or water or some shit,
Mhm.
some fruits, things like that, offerings basically,
Mhm.
Mexicans.
Yes.
Yeah, she did that, but yeah.
What the fuck? Fuck, we missed it.
Well,
It went down to 4
but
minutes.
quick clip it.
It's already, it's live streamed.
Oh right. Well, I'm gonna clip it. Wait, nah, I don't need to clip this. Fucking. Alright, I'm gonna restart my fucking app.
Mhm.
Enough of that fucking podcast.
Spooky's podcast.
I kind of made the title not 3 a.m. though. Don't play Siege. Don't play Siege at 3 a.m.
Don't play Siege at 3 a.m.
Or else your friend starts telling spooky stories.
Don't play Siege at 3
Actually,
a.m. You won't get to play
pretty fucking much. Uh, nah, there's a video I wanted you to like watch from these guys called Sam and Colby,
it. Mhm.
and they basically did a 3 a.m. What was it, a Midnight Man challenge?
Mhm.
I think it was something like that. And this guy Sam, he does this shit all the time. There was some creepy shit going on. That, and then they also put one where they stayed at the Queen Mary ship.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they had a follow up of some audio recording that was not on camera,
Mhm.
where they actually were in contact, or like having an actual fucking conversation with these entities, these beings, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And at one point, one of the guys, like right before they ended it, the guy said, "I want to ask one question," but like he was trying to ask a question before saying, trying to ask them if they wanted to hurt him, like if they meant harm.
Mhm.
But the other guy, one of the other guys, didn't want him to ask that because he didn't want to know that.
Mhm.
But he was like, no, I'm not gonna ask that. I'm gonna ask something else. And he was like, is there a heaven? One knock for yes, two knocks for no. That's how they were communicating.
Okay.
And like you heard knocks from like everywhere in the room. There was more than one person in there, which is what they established before. Like there was more than one entity there,
God.
and like there was even knocks coming from the floor, which some people are saying, no, it's probably from the person under them. Well, they were under the specific room, like the floor that they were in. The only thing under them is the fucking ocean. there was knocks coming from a window. The only thing outside of that window is the fucking ocean. You're trying to tell me somebody was devoted enough to sit out there in the middle of the fucking ocean and still somehow be able to reach that fucking window from the side of that boat? Nah, chief. But yeah, they got like several knocks indicating no from around the room, and the guy was like, we gotta leave now, and he was like hurrying them out. And he explained that like he's in a church group or whatever, and he was explaining that demons are known to try to convince you that there is no heaven.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time they were communicating with demons and shit. It was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them where they went into the suicide forest, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were saying, like, at the beginning of the video that they if they found something, they weren't gonna show it or anything like that. And they were pointing this camera in a general direction of a campsite that they saw, and they were saying that there was they see a guy that was kind of like slumped down there, but they didn't show it on camera. But like as they were panning away from the campsite, people pointed out in the comments that at this certain time on this certain frame, if you paused it, you could see the girl's dead body right there, leaning up against the tree, with her knees up to her chest, arms slumped down, head forward, the hair falling forward over her face and shit. And it was bony and shit, indicating that they've been there for a long time.
God.
Which pieces in with the fact that at the beginning there was a vehicle out there with a white Mercedes van with tires flat from being there, like stationary.
Oh God. Oh shit, I just on the match.
Yeah. Oh God. The match was a match.
I thought it was gonna be another podcast.
Time to get the spooky vibes out of here. I'm really enjoying Zofia. I don't know why. Hi, moment of truth. Are you gonna lag out?
Well, I'm too lazy to fucking end the podcast because that takes too long.
You're at 189 ping, so.
Okay. It's gonna end either way.
Yeah. Oh God, it goes 322.
I should probably end this. Actually end this.
Nicely done. The biohazard container has been located.
You found the objective right off the bat. That's how we know you're gonna buy that.
Fuck. Shit, 900 ping. Run away from the objective.
Got 1,000.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like actually be patient.
945.
Come on, load.
You hit 9, you lagging out.
No.
709. You're staying there. That's your PlayStation 1. It's the
Proceed to
same
biohazard container location.
You're lagging out. Got it out.
Come on, and load up so I can end it. Jesus. Alright, I guess I'm gonna play with this. Objective updated, survive. I got 300 ping. Yeah, I'm gonna get pixel peaked, I can tell. climb down from here. I think that was the right person. Fuck, what's behind me? Alright, actually, can I even like, can I back myself all the way over here and get a kill? I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm gonna lag out any moment now. I'm at a steady 800, 1,000. Come on, I know you want to do it. Just kick me out already. Just kick me out. I know you want to. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like end this podcast. Alright, now I load it up. How do I remember. No, this is not it. There it is.